What is up, guys? Steven here, and today I'm going to be bringing you some ranked Splatoon gameplay. First of all, I want to shout out everyone that came out to the stream last night. I think we ended up with like 16, 17 people at one point, which is pretty good. It was a fun stream, and as I said during the stream, I'm definitely going to be doing live streams more often with this game. Since I have an Elgato, I can just press a button and start streaming. So yeah, let's get right into it. Today I'm going to be using the custom jet squelcher. I was using the regular jet squelcher on other maps where the splash wall was more useful, and I found that the map rotation that's happening right now, splash wall is not useful at all. So I went with the custom jet squelcher, which has burst bombs, which basically can help you in more close quarters. So my class is basically built around the fact that I have burst bombs and Kraken. So the snorkel mask, its main is damage up, which does increase the damage of burst bombs, which makes them more viable at close range. And I have special duration up as the subs on this, which means that my Kraken will last longer. I have this sweatshirt with bomb range up, so I can throw the burst bombs farther, and its main subs are ink saver of the sub weapon, which means it takes less ink to throw my burst bombs. So I'm definitely going to be throwing a lot of burst bombs with this class, and using the gun to kind of help with map control. And as I think I always have on this channel, I'm going to be wearing these shoes with ink resistance up, because I feel like ink resistance is pretty necessary, and ink recovery up so that I can recover ink faster. So getting into strategies on these maps, salt spray rig was one that I've done before, and as per the usual, I'm basically going to come at the beginning of the game down here to try to sneak up behind the opponent. You can use these pipes, you can use those pipes, and on both sides of the map there are these pipes which you can use to get up onto this territory, which I can almost reach the far end of the zone with this gun. So this is a pretty decent place to be, as is up here, so I can prevent them from coming up the zone. More importantly though, I'm going to spend most of my time in this area that we have the zone. I'm going to be spending time in this area just spraying down these hills, because since my range is so far, it makes it hard for them to push up. And I'm also close enough that I can see and use the range of my gun to pick people off that are going to come up those side pathways. So one thing I forgot to mention last time I played this map is that controlling behind the zone is really important in this game mode on this map. If people put squid beacons back here, which allow your teammates to super jump to that location, then it's really hard to, one, get the zone, because they can keep coming in behind and everything is in front of them. And it's also hard to keep it, because you have to watch for people coming in front of you and behind you. So yep, that's pretty much this map. And the other one is Moray Towers, which I believe I played tower control on, and have not done splat zones yet. So this is a 2-zone splat zone map, which means you have to have control of both zones at the same time in order to be in control. The first one is here, and the other one is the same on the other side. So there are a couple places that I really want to be on this map with this gun, since its range is so good. First of which is here, normally early game, or if we're trying to take the zone back, because I actually can reach the far end of the zone if I jump, which means that I can basically cover the entire zone from that location. Another good place I like to be is on this railing, because you can dodge a little bit, and also use this to try to take control of the middle. And the third place I really like to be is right around here, because I can pick people off that are trying to come down the fastest way down the middle, as well as pushing people back from the other pathway. One really important thing about this map is actually this little strip right here. It's the same as the strip over there. Basically, you can come up these strips and up this wall, and you're right in the zone. And people like to use short-range weapons like blasters to get up those walls and put pressure on the zone. So it's really important to try to win that area. So yeah, guys, that's it. I'm going to back out and get into a game. I'm at A+ 54. So hopefully after this episode I will have climbed a little bit. I've been doing pretty decently. After I went on tilt and basically lost, I think I lost like no line 8 or 9 straight games. Dropped down to A. I've pretty easily gotten back up to A+ 54. So hopefully this works out. Alright, so we get towers to start. And my team has 2 rollers, a Tech, and myself. They have a sniper, which is pretty annoying, so since I'm the longest range weapon, it's pretty much going to be my job to make sure that that sniper doesn't destroy us. As like I said, I'm going to stand up here and try to take the zone, kind of survey what's going on, as their sniper is just already onto the sniper perch, and I tried to make that jump and I fell, which is pretty unfortunate. But no harm done, as it looks like they have a roller dropping down into the middle, and he just Inkzooka the crap out of someone. That was incredible. As I'm going to try to protect the zone here, as they do have people coming up into it, and their sniper gets me. Like I said, you can see that they are just really pushing that ledge, and they're actually in control. So they're really pushing that ledge that I said was so crucial, as that guy's making a jump, and I somehow didn't get that kill, even though I got a lot of bullets into him. And the sniper gets me again. So, not going too well. My team, the shorter range weapon, people really need to be rushing at that sniper, so that he can't just stand there and pick people off. As I finally get a kill, and there's a roller coming, so I'm gonna backpedal because I saw support coming. The teammate died, as burst bombs are gonna come out, pretty useful, as he just pulls Inkzooka and kills me. But I distracted that guy enough that we were able to get control, and it looks like the reason they made the push so early is they didn't really cover any of the pathways that helped them defend their zone. So we got some cheat points in there as they had to spend time taking those paths. So now I'm just going to spray down into the zone again, as sniper's after me, and the carbon roller gets me again, which is really just unfortunate. Most of the time I feel like I should be able to stand up here without being threatened, but my teammates are just not covering the main path at all. So that's really upsetting. Fortunately, they're not in control right now. So what I'm going to do here is try to take back this main pathway that they just keep coming down, as I do get a kill from behind there, and I think we're in a pretty decent position, because I'm all over that guy. They've lost control, so that's good. So hopefully they don't start coming back up that wall as we take control back, so that's nice. We're actually finally starting to push down into their zone a bit, so that's good. I'm trying to charge a Kraken right now, as we're actually in a really good position. I'm going to cover this pathway just so it's harder for them to get back up there. And we've taken the lead, and then lose control immediately. So I'm going to try to spray into the zone and take it back. And I actually did, so that's really nice. As I see someone coming from that middle pathway, I'm going to try to support the team there. As now I can kind of lurk here and wait for the Kraken to come. as I can push them back significantly. And my teammate ran up to help me for no reason, but we pushed him way back. So we're actually in a really good position. We have a nice squid beacon to jump to, so I'm going to use that so I can make sure that they don't make a rush into our zone, as that's what they were trying to do. And I pushed that guy into our roller, so that's really nice. I'm going to cover this wall so that they cannot just swim up there undeterred. I'm going to go back to my spot so I can take out this sniper, and I got him. So this is actually great. What's happening here is once my team gets control of the middle and I can get in this spot, it's really difficult for the opponents to do anything, just because the range on this gun is so good that I can really help to keep control of the middle. As I'm out of ink, their sniper is really pushing us back, but that's fine, because I'm just going to take a step back now and then just play more defensively here, because I believe there's going to be someone coming here. No, I was wrong. So I'm just going to kind of defend our zone for the last however many seconds, just stand here and make sure that they don't come up. And we won, so that's great. Game didn't start off too well, but once I was able to take that main path back and we ended up winning the middle, because we actually had something behind us and they didn't have anything behind them, that was really good because we were able to just control the map. I came in last on the team. I was 4-7, but I feel like I supported the team just in terms of map positioning, which really is pretty much everything in Splat zones, making sure that you're able to support the team. And most of those deaths were early when we had no map control. And once I helped us get the map control back, we started winning. And that's kind of the key to using longer range weapons, is just making sure that, one, you don't rush into the action. The only time I tried to rush in is when I had Kraken, and I pushed them all back so we were able to get a lot of points. And basically just make sure you help support the team by shooting around them, basically. As we do get the other map, so that's pretty nice. As we're purple, which is my favorite color in this game, and like I said, definitely going to go down this pathway. As it looks like no one on their team is coming this way. So I'm free to climb up here. Wow. As they have, yep, gold dynamo roller chilling up on that ledge. I wasn't surprised that it was gold dynamo because, one, the splash is just incredibly large, and two, I died immediately, so that was pretty much the only thing it could have been. As I get Inkzooka, which is unfortunate because I was all over that guy. But our team is making a pretty decent little push in against them, and we actually get pushed back out. So I need to make a push around the edge here to try to... I just need to flank. As that guy saw me coming, I think. And also my team just stood there while they were behind them, which was pretty strange. So at this point, we really need to take the zone back. I get Inkzooka immediately because they saw my circle. We just need to take the zone back, so I'm just attempting to super jump in. It's not looking like that's going to happen, as they have just had so many Inkzookas this game. Dang. Well, that was fast. That was bad. I don't think I even got a kill that game. The fact that that one guy saw me coming was pretty incredible. Or he just happened to be shooting right there at the time. Yeah, unfortunately the other team was really good at charging up their specials, and when they took the zone early, that was pretty much it. That's my one complaint about that map on both ranked game modes, and even Turf War to an extent. If you take the zone early, it's really hard to take it back on that map. In tower control, the path the tower takes, it's really hard to defend the tower push. And also in Turf War, if you take that big upper section, it's hard to push through and win there. As they have a Squiffer on their team, which is pretty cool. I actually outrange it, even though it's a Charger, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to take this lower path, as it looks like they have someone coming that way. I was shooting them and somehow didn't... Okay, that guy's a wizard. That's the guy who saw me coming that first time, and then proceeded to kill my teammate who had snuck up behind him. So that guy's just a wizard. As I think we're pretty decently inside right now, so we do take control, and I'm all over this person. They trade, but that's fine. So hopefully... Oh man, we get bubblers. That's really nice. There's someone up on that hill, which is always annoying, but I do get the kill. Oh, Inkzooka, look out. As I get another kill, so that was amazing. We take control back. So this is where I want to be on this map. I want to be on this hill. So I can basically protect by throwing burst bombs as well as going down there. And they just have so many Inkzookas. There's so many Inkzookas in this lobby. And it's so good on this map because there are the big long straightaways. And also there are those walls that you can't really shoot over. But the Inkzooka does have that vertical element to it. So it does work like that, where you can shoot over. And this guy, he knows what's up with that pipe path. He's also just like squidding past people. I'm not really sure I understand what's happening there. As I am just going to focus on spraying the zone, because I'm getting burst bombed, which is fine, really. Is there somehow still in control? I'm not sure how I didn't at least stop their timer there, as I missed because I was being upset about the fact that I didn't stop their timer. As we're all coming in from behind now, it looks like, but we need to move quickly, as they're only a couple points away from winning. As they lose control, I get that kill. That's amazing. I'm gonna crack it in here. Hopefully we can take this back. Take this back. Take this back. Let me get this guy. Nice. And then I died. Awesome. I feel like I played really well that game, but unfortunately we did not win. My KD was probably around 500, but I was getting really crucial kills in and around the zone and up on top of the hills. And when we had the zone, I was pushing them back. Yeah, I went 4 and 5. Yeah, I did really well that game, but we still lost, so that's pretty unfortunate. And since those were both relatively quick games, I'm gonna get one more. Yeah, I still need to get better at talking while playing. As you can see, I'm even though I've lost 2 out of these last 3, I'm still at smoking. So, and that's normally where I am. I'm around smoking and occasionally up to so hot. But really, just playing and talking is difficult because there really is a lot of concentration in this game. Because if you don't have perfect accuracy, most of the time you're going to lose gunfights. As thankfully, we have a bit of a more... we have a bit more diversity in our guns on this team. And I think we should be in a decent position. As I'm going to start actually throwing burst bombs at this guy. As of course, since he's Dynamo Roller, he can just turn in midair and massacre anyone in his path. In case you didn't notice, I really hate Dynamo Roller. I just think the thing that really benefits it, this is what I was saying on my stream last night, the thing that really benefits it is just lag. Because the disadvantage that it has compared to other rollers is the fact that it has a big wind-up before you splat down. And due to lag, like, there are times that you don't always see that entire wind-up, which is the thing that makes it not broken. So, times when I have really good connection with opponents, and they're using Dynamo, it doesn't really bother me as much as it normally does. Like, I don't think it's as good as I normally think it is, but it's definitely interesting. As that guy finally gets his Inkzooka, and they're spawning in behind. Man, these people are coming from every direction. I'm gonna try to protect behind the zone, and I finally got splatted by the dynamo roller. But yeah, basically with lag, you don't see the whole animation, which is pretty upsetting sometimes because they just kill you before you even see them swing, which is pretty gross considering it's supposed to have that super slow swing. And you also generally have to aim pretty perfectly against them. As right there, I get killed by Carbon Roller. That was interesting. As at this point, I don't know what this guy is doing. He's just swimming around doing nothing. At this point, I'm going to stand down here and try to make a couple burst bomb plays. As unfortunately, Echolocator's out, so they know I'm sneaking behind. Well, they should. Again, Dynamo Roller. On this map, there aren't a lot of places that I can stand outside of its range with this gun, because this gun is one of the few, and yes, I said few, that has better range than the roller, the Dynamo Roller. But there aren't a lot of places on this map where you can stand out of its range. So I'm just gonna crack an in now and try to make them lose control. And we're in control, thankfully. So we stop them right before they win. Okay, that was a good play. That was a good play. But, it's really just interesting how rollers can just kill you so quickly. Like, you know, guns, you have to have, like, perfect accuracy. Hit them, you know, 4 to 5 times, especially with a gun like this. Inkzooka again. The Inkzookas are real right now. Whereas with a roller, you just jump and flick, and you can Oko people that are, you know, pretty far away when it comes to the Dynamo. It has a range of 68 out of 100, which is really, really good. Just the fact that it has better range than any of the Chargers is just hilarious. As they're really in a good position right now because their team keeps jumping behind the splat zone as our team is mostly just playing in front of it. And I finally get the guy with a burst bomb, which makes us take the zone. They're coming in from behind though. I don't think other teammate realizes, so I'm going to jump here because they're coming in behind and I can run back and support behind. As my range helps me out there, helps me get a kill. As their Dynamo is, of course, just being generally obnoxious. And we're still in control, though. So we're doing pretty good, as I get the assist. I'm calling that an assist. As they are just continuing to pummel us from both sides. We are very close to winning, if we can hold them off for 5 more seconds. So I'm going to crack in the zone. If any of them want to run into the zone, we've taken... Yes! Nice. So that was really good. That was quite good. I don't know how good my my KD was that game, but I feel like I played pretty decently. 4 and 8. And then an error occurs. Did I lose points because of that? It already said win. Alright, it gave me the points for the win. That's awesome. Back up to A plus 54, so didn't make any progress in this episode. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, drop a like, drop a comment. If you dislike the video, drop a dislike and tell me why in the comments. And I'll see you next time. Peace.